Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell us your name and a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Ikechukwu Samson Abalogo. I'm the manager, graphic designer of Sam Design and Print. We do more of branding and promotional business, kind of. That's what we do.
Okay. And the nature of your business, you are into branding and logos and the rest. Can you still tell us more about the kind of business you do?
Okay. Our business is I will put it that our business is like kind of an advertising business, all right? Because branding is all about advert. Like vehicle, when you brand your vehicle, it's an advert. T-shirt printing is an advert. When you print caps, like we are doing outside, it's an advert. So it's more about, we are in the advertising business, kind of. Anything print media, that's what we are into.
For how long have you been into this business, sir?
I've been into this business since like I would say since like 2009. All right. When I finished graphic design school, I was opportune to travel to South Africa, where I expanded more of my knowledge, because the business here and there are not the same. In fact, traveling to South Africa helped me a lot. You understand? It gave me an edge over others, especially when I came here and I'm practicing the business here. You understand? So the concept of the business I'm doing is branding, though, but in another level, because of the experience I've gained in South Africa. You understand? And that attracts more customers to me also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this concept you're talking about and the experience you learned from South Africa and you're bringing it into Nigeria, what is that experience we're talking about? What is that thing that makes you different from other branding companies?
Like here in Nigeria, we like too much colors in our designs. You know, we like flashy things. And when I took that to South Africa, they were like, no, we don't want this here. We want it plain and simple. You know, kind of a classic kind of design. You understand? They like colors, but the colors must be simple. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Here you have clashes of colors here in Nigeria. There it is not like that. They prefer their job plain and simple, and they pay attention to details. Here they don't do that. They don't care. As long as your job is visible here, you can go. But there they pay attention to details. You understand? Every little details in their artwork matters. So that is the difference. It is not much different that people can see. I mean, it is not that visible, but when you compare the work I do with others, you will see that little difference. You will still notice it in my job. I don't know if you understand. Yeah, you notice that slight difference that they don't care about. They notice, and sometimes they wonder why they kept coming back to me. But it's just because of those small details that others ignore and that I'm mindful of. That's why when they see my job, they say, wow, this job is simple, but it's fine. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, the professionalism and maturity.
Yes, they say this job is very simple, but it looked like something that was printed abroad. You understand? But when they look at the other job, man, but this one is still, you understand? And this one is fine, but this one, you understand? So that is just the difference.
So from your experience so far,
can
you tell us some of the challenges you faced along the line up until now?
Yes. Most of the challenges I faced when coming back to Nigeria was that I have to, first of all, master the business of Nigeria, which was what I failed to do. You know, here price is everything to them, you understand? Now, when I brought that quality of business here, that quality of printing here, it's a little bit higher than the price of Nigerian market and printing business here. So it kind of affected me because it took a lot of hard work to let people see these little changes, for them to accept the little changes I've talked about, you understand? So for them to accept my price to what they are used to is number one challenge I had. So I was like 8 months after opening this business, 8 months without doing nothing, before people start to acknowledge, okay, yes, there is a difference between these prints and others. And then the second challenge I face is my machines, printing machines, you understand? I would have, if I'd known, I would have brought my machines from SA back to Nigeria, but I was thinking that I could get them easier here. So these two things are most of the challenges, getting people to accept this type of print with the price a bit higher than what they are used to. I think that, but now I think they've accepted it and the business is doing better.
Okay, so in essence, the challenges you faced when starting was the market accepting your quality.
Yes.
Because the mindset of the average black man is all about quantity.
Yes.
Right.
Number one, they will tell you as long as the print is readable. You understand? I don't care about if there are stains on the paper, if the finishing is if the cutting is okay, if one side is longer than one side, you know, those small details, they don't care about that. As long as it's readable, it's okay by them, you understand? But now they've seen the difference between my kind of print and other kind of print.
So what do you think is the major challenges for this kind of business for the black community? Because you're into printing and advertising. Now, what do you think is the major challenge your nature of business faces in the black community?
Yeah, the major business I see here, the major challenge I see with my kind of business is there are too many mediocres in this business. You understand? It's an easy business. I don't know. There are so many people who claim to be graphic designers or printers that cannot put on a system. I don't know if you understand that. They don't know anything about graphic designing, but they're into that business because it's a business you can start without having anything. All you need to do is to campaign and market to people that you are a printer. They will give you a job. You take to a graphic designer. He will design for you. You pay them. You go to a printer. He will print for you, and you give to your client and take it on. So these are one of the major challenges. We have a lot of mediocres in this business, and they've spoiled that. And they've spoiled. They've made mess of printing business, and it's very, very hard to convince people that this is a professional business. Like somebody like myself, I spent close to 3 years in school learning graphic design, web design, animation, all those stuff. But now nobody has time for all those. You just get your job, take to a graphic designer, and then they design for you, pay them peanuts. You understand? So those are the major challenges that we have. We have so many mediocres in this business, and it's bringing the business down. Another challenge we are having is for me who wish to take this business to a greater level. Finance, you understand, like finance in terms of having the machines for the business. Like now I'm using one presser for almost everything, while I'm supposed to have presser for cap, presser for pen, presser for t-shirt, presser for logo. But because of the finance, I just have one presser, and then I kind of improvise and use them for so many other things, which is not supposed. So finance is one thing. Then mediocres, a lot of people are into this and they don't know about it. It's the second major challenge we have in business. Now the third one is electricity. I mean, we pay a lot for electricity to generate. Like now we are on a Lista here, and this Lista we pay every month. You understand? And it's costing us a lot. We don't have NEPA, like our local electricity company supplying us electricity, but we pay every end of month. They bill us and we pay. You understand? But we don't have them. I have my gen here, I have fuel here. If the Lista cannot, if the Lista are packed up, I'll make do with my small gen here. So electricity is another major problem that we are facing in this. In fact, not only in this business, in so many businesses in Nigeria, electricity. You understand? And then another one, the transportation. In fact, there are a lot. Transportation, means of moving from point A to point B is not easy in Lagos particular. I don't know about every other state, but in Lagos here, means of transportation it's high. So it kind of affects the cost of production of our business also.
So some of these challenges you mentioned, like the issue of having so many people venturing into this kind of business with little or no experience, and also you talked about the issue of finance, having your machinery in place, and also the issue of power, that is the electricity. Now, how do you think the government can help in curbing these challenges you mentioned?
Well, the only way the government can help is financing, making loans. What I think anyway, I'm speaking for myself, it's not the opinion of every other person. Some other person might have a different opinion. But for me, because I've tried to secure a loan, you understand, and the requirements, it's in fact they give you requirement that they know you cannot meet. You understand? So there should be kind of a soft loan for small businesses like us, with a long term of payments. I don't know if you understand. Yeah. So that we can push this business to another level. Like now, I found out that face cap, it's a good business in this market. So I started small, you know. Now I need if I can have finance, I mean I will push it to another level, you know, making it, you know, advertise my cap, you know, fix my shop well, and then have more cars, have more machines for the cars and all that. And I believe with that, you know, this business will start. Not only that, empowering myself, I will have workers also, people who will learn from me. You understand? So by then we are reducing unemployment in the country. If I have myself and two other boys or more working under me, I think it speaks volumes.
Now, what would having this kind of business with people with experience, having this nature of business, what will it mean to the black community?
It will mean a lot to the black community, because the power of advertising will be in the hands of the blacks, and it will, you know, there's one thing about graphic design, it speaks volume of who you are. I don't know if you understand. It's like the clothes you wear. If you dress like a madman, people will see you like a madman. Same with graphic design. The kind of work you put out there tells much about yourself. If you pay attention to details, people will know, okay, this guy is a very careful guy. He's somebody that is trustworthy. You can trust him with any kind of job, and he will deliver. And graphic design again means you have to think a lot, you understand, to bring out a design. So it will keep the black community in this to create something better than what they've done. You know, creativity. I mean, it will keep your mind busy. Crime will reduce. You understand? Because not only that you are, I mean, design is very vast. It's very big. It will keep our mind busy. Very, very busy.
Now, for somebody that wants to, a black person that wants to venture into advertising and publicity, now, what advice would you give the person?
Well, the advice I will give to you is you have to have passion for it. Honestly, because passion is why I mean, when I came back from South Africa, I have enough money to start motopass business like every other person. Even travel to Germany, you know, buy Tokumbo like we normally do. But because of the passion I have for graphic design, for printing business, you know, I decided to do this here. So if you don't have passion for any job you are doing, you will not last there. Honestly, even if you are making all the money, still you will not find fulfillment. Honestly, so you need to have passion for the job you are doing. That's number one thing. Once you have passion for it, then you are good to go. Every other thing will fall in place.
Sir, can you take us around some of the things you do, sir?
Okay. We do Jota memo for obituary or for birthday. This is for birthday, while these ones are for obituary. This one is for birthday. You understand? It's for birthday celebration. Yeah, it's a souvenir. You understand, for birthdays or for obituary. So we have these two. This one is soft cover, while this one is hard cover. So we have two types of souvenirs here. Jota is a writing jota, and then we also have table calendar. You understand? We have this table calendar. This one is for a company, Topcom. This one was done in 2016. While this table calendar here is for a birthday. This one was for this year. You see, it's for a birthday. Uriel. This one is for the birthday. So these are the kind of things we do here. Then we do posters also, calendar, movie posters, you know, whatever posters. These are some of the movie posters. I have a lot of them here, but I removed them. You understand? And then we do banner. This was the banner I used for my wedding, 2015. That's my wife. And then we do sublimation. We call it T-shirt sublimation. We do sublimation for personal use, birthdays, and for companies. And this one is for birthday, and then this one is for company, and then this one is for myself, personal use. And then this is my heat press machine. Yeah, you know, I talked about a heat press machine where I use one machine to do every other job. I'm using this to heat cups. You understand? Like cups like this. That's what we use them for. You don't do it, you don't finish anyone. We don't have that thing. You don't carry it. So that's what we do. And then here we have samples of every other thing. We do soccer jerseys, cap, we print on pen, mugs, you know, just name it. And here is the write-up of what we do.
So can you show some of the machineries you use for your printing?
Okay, like now, I used to have a lot of machines here, but because of the cost of electricity, I took some of them back home. Alright, because my place is a residential area, so the electricity bill there is lower than what you pay here. But I have my vinyl plotting machine here. This one plots vinyl stickers, paper, whatever I want to plot. And from there, the outcome, you can have something like this. You understand? Something like this from here, from this. So this plotter plot this, and from there I was able to brand my business also, Sam Design and Print. You understand? And same thing with the caps, the same plotter. Then that is my this is my press machine. Press machine. So those are the machines I have for now here. I have every other machine. I have my DI, direct image machine at home. I have my sublimation machine at home. Yeah, those are the two machines I have at home.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sam, for having us on this platform.
You're welcome.
The Black Speaks community. We truly appreciate your time, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much.